Wagwan guys, do you want to run multiple Upwork accounts from one device? Why would anyone want to do that? Maybe one in Nigeria and another in the US to tap into those high-paying clients. Today, I am addressing how some freelancers try this. Does it really work? I get this kind of questions every time, and to be honest with you, it's too sensitive a topic, but it is the elephant in the room for freelancers. If you want a short answer, yes, it works. But running multiple accounts violates Upwork's terms of service, and it's almost impossible to do that undetected. So for educational purposes only, I am sharing a few ways that freelancers try to do this successfully to game the Upwork system. So any action you proceed with after this video is totally at your own risk. This is the dark side of Upwork freelancing, because for any success to be achieved, the two accounts must run totally on different IDs, and it will shock you the length that guys go for this, how expensive it is. There is also a cleaner way I'm also going to discuss in this video, but let's address why people go this extra mile for this. A freelancer in America can charge 3 times more than someone in Ghana for exactly the same work. This is why Upwork location arbitrage is now a thing among non-US freelancers, especially those from underdeveloped countries or developing country. You understand that there is a US only category job, and there is also a UK only category job that if you are not in the US, if you are not in the UK, you can't even see it at all. And that is why, like, if you're a freelance coach or someone teaching you freelancing is in the US, the person has an advantage. The person is seeing a lower level of competition than you. So a guy I met online the other day was actually running one account from South Africa and then another account from the United States of America. He told me the first thing to avoid detection is actually browser separation. And I was like, oh, browser separation. That is, he actually uses Chrome for one account and he uses Firefox for another Upwork account. Each browser stores separate cookies and passwords. That way, you can be logged into both accounts simultaneously. Some actually use different Chrome profile, different Chrome users, but that is actually riskier. Either way, detection risk is actually very high because Upwork tracks your IP address and IDs, so not just cookies. It might work for a few months before the activity actually gets noticed by Upwork. Some actually use VPNs for location switching. For example, account 1 uses your regular Nigerian internet and account 2 goes through a paid VPN with dedicated IP showing US location. Free VPNs are way riskier, so it is not used for this purpose. Some freelancers use different VPN providers for each account to reduce the risk of being detected. Upwork flags IP inconsistency or shared IP across many accounts. So within a 3 to 12 month period with this premium setup, Upwork still detects. VPN is not against Upwork's normal rule, yes, but using it this particular way, it is against Upwork's rule. So you need to be careful. So let's talk about virtual machines, which actually create separate computer environment inside your device. This is done on systems, not on phone. Freelancers download VMware or VirtualBox and install different operating systems on the same device. Each VM actually looks like completely different hardware to Upwork. With this, one account can be on Windows and another account on Linux for you. Do you understand? So let me know in the comments if you even know of things like RDP. You can actually buy RDP. It works just like VPN. It's just like it's just more secure than VPN proxies and VPS. Do you understand? So detection risk is actually way lower with this option. I learned Upwork may be able to spot VM signatures or shared hardware IDs, but never learned of a detection of this in reality. Maybe like someone saying that, oh, I got detected. Many times these things just go like codedly. Do you understand? There are some discussions that you would never see, maybe like on YouTube or on, they are just coded discussions, not even in open forums sometimes, and it may not be detected by even manual reviews. To catch this particular one, it takes a meticulous manual review by Upwork to actually detect it. Some freelancers use device spoofing to change their device fingerprint completely with special software that makes their laptop appear as different devices. You know, this one is actually advanced stuff with people that actually have advanced technical knowledge. You know, nothing is still 100% undetectable because Upwork fraud detection is actually sophisticated and may notice spoof devices easily. You know, so the success rate for this particular method is very low. It rarely lasts long due to the platform's detection capabilities. Now let's talk about the family and friends approach, which actually uses real different identities, different names, bank accounts are different. If each account truly belongs to different person, detection risk is actually way lower and almost impossible to detect when combined with other methods above. But if one person controls both accounts and the person is not careful to avoid maybe like similar management patterns, that gives off the freelancer. So success rate is highest when accounts are actually genuinely separated and the owners communicate through a neutral medium like maybe WhatsApp or Discord or anything like that. So that reminds me, you might want to join our WhatsApp community. It's just a hub for freelancers to network and share experiences. You know, you can comment if you're interested in the comment section here, and you can please check the description. I put some links there. You might want to check them out. And if you are finding this helpful, don't forget, please smash the like button because it's actually a free way to show that you are appreciative of these things I'm sharing with you. This is one thing that actually gives people off when not done, irrespective of the other methods above: the complete internet separation. That is actually using different internet providers. For instance, you can use Home Fiber for one account and then a mobile data from a different carrier for another account. You know, freelancers cross them and share connection, which actually gives these freelancers off in the long run. People even go the extra mile of using one account from their home space and the other account from maybe like a shop, a workspace or public library that is some distance, maybe a street or two away from their home. You know, that would actually give a different IP address, different network, different everything. Do you understand? So this approach actually has the lowest detection risk when executed perfectly. Success rate is actually highest with a freelancer in Facebook group saying something like he has been doing this for about 3 years, but it requires serious effort and discipline. He says that he feels any overlap, any mistake he makes, maybe like using the same Wi-Fi or sharing the same client on 2 different accounts, can actually end it all for him. Keep in mind that these are methods people discuss trying, not recommendation. You know, platform detection keeps getting smarter with AI now mainstream. So they may track typing patterns, mouse movements, scrolling behavior. Some obvious mistakes actually get caught quicker than ever. And if this video told you more about freelancing, please subscribe, comment, and like, or even share this video with other freelancers who might actually benefit from what I am sharing and understand the risk. Here is what happens if you actually get caught running multiple accounts on the same device. Upwork is going to suspend all accounts that are actually linked to that device when they detect it, and your earning may actually get frozen and may be held indefinitely. So you can get permanently banned from Upwork use forever. And some people are actually in that phase. Yes, they can create another account with maybe like a different ID, a different person, or whatever way they do, which is not recommended because if Upwork detects again, you get suspended again. Remember that this video is actually educational only. Your choice and responsibility are entirely yours. I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.